Headphone music.
I'm in love with the beat freak.
Is your time better than us?
Yes, at least walikuwa internet.
Can you rhyme better than us?
Kasukecho after
Can you raise
tournament.
the bar like we did?
Oh, mlema na kwa steps.
Here's a shovel, now can you dig?
Uwasa mutuchitanda reti.
Hey, what's up? Umusepela Chile here. Finch Fimbi, headphone music in the building. So why it was important for us to continue the Black Jesus series is because part one was more like an introduction to a very long journey which had a lot of questions. We've covered quite a number of questions and answers, but there's another set which needs to be tackled. So we felt it was necessary for us to do it. And also the spacing also is because sometimes people need to digest. They need to understand more about what the project is about, and also to leave room for actions, because sometimes you can have a conversation, theories, whatever, but that experience of a project is not usually had. So we felt the spacing is going to help to cover up that thing. So the introduction of Black Jesus 2 is it's just like, well, where we ended, here's what was remaining. And you never know, there might be more questions. So why we went with the concept of two rappers, two artists aging, and there's this age difference. It's because earlier we had Umusepela Chile, the young Chile, just entering the industry with so much enthusiasm and so much excitement, you know, all those things. So, and then there was the Jay Rox with a bit edgy. It was edged, but it was a bit edgy. It was more like a situation of the son and the father, but now it was more of a great grandfather and a grandfather in part two. So it simply tells us the story of how much experience these two individuals have. So there's the Jay Rox, who is more old, and there's Umusepela Chile, who is average, you know, in the early 50s, somewhere there, which shows that he has gained some experience and is also coming with so much testimonies. No more too much questions, but there are certain things he can just agree to or disagree to depending on what he has experienced. So that's where the aging concept is standard. Why do I pick the direction of poetry or storytelling? You know, I view the industry as this whole body which requires different parts for it to be assembled, for it to be one. So I come with my feel in this industry not to get the whole cake, but to just have my piece and also to contribute what I can contribute, because this industry is wide and you can't do everything. There are different types of listeners. Some, they just love it the way I do it. Some, they love it how another artist love it. I feel that's my calling. I've done different types of music, but every time I'm in this element is where I feel like this is me. The other day we had a discussion how you need to understand yourself and bring that personality to the world. Yeah. So which lines do I feel really needed to be in Black Jesus Part 2? You know, they say there's a Bemba term, yeah? It says Umulilo chingilila bakalamba dawocha, meaning a fire which is governed by adults or elders doesn't burn young ones because they are there to guide them. So, you know, in our industry, there's this thing that we have observed as new cats, where you find that an artist is big, but success financially is not matching to how big the name is. So there's a line where I ask about why is it that some artists are poor or they're not financially stable. Maybe poor will be too much, but they're not financially stable, and others seem to be. And then there's also the line which says it's mostly about how we artists sometimes play mind games on each other. You know, I'll be here with a certain artist and it's gonna be, hey bro, what you're doing is good and everything. And then a few minutes later, you see this person goes online when you guys depart. You find that it goes online and begins to throw hate at you or shade on you. So it's kind of disturbing and failing to understand which people you can work with or on a real basis. Yeah. There's another line which says, should I be doing it for the people or I do it for myself? That also is a question which I feel will be answered as we experience more. Yeah. And there are quite a number of questions, but those I feel I can point at.